Do you know the legendary copywriter Neil French? He used to be a bullfighter in Spain at one time. Many people considered it the most bizarre blip in his advertising resume. He was even the band manager for Judas Priest. By his own admission, he dabbled in several careers before committing to advertising. Now, I'm no Neil French wannabe, nor am I drawing any comparison. And this is not an ad for anything. I'm pretty sure that my uncanny ability for being a dilettante had something to do with my getting here. Believe me, I'm seeing the world of music in the Northeast with brand new ears. This is just me, feeling lucky, having stumbled upon the International Blues Day Festival on my last day in Shillong. But we'll come to that. Traveling is so much like discovering music, no? You just wander, and then hit upon something that stays with you for a lifetime, and that in itself feels like a breakthrough. And speaking of breakthroughs, here's where I broke in. I walked right into the Tripura Castle in Shillong. Tripura Castle was built in the 1920s by the Maharaja of Tripura and has since become a summer retreat for the royal family of the Manakya dynasty. Though the castle does not resemble a castle in the traditional sense of the term, it does reflect the regality of a royal home. From its marvelous collection of historical memorabilia dating back to World War II and its lush manicured gardens. Today, the main palace is home to the current head of the Manakya dynasty, Maharaja Pradyut Bikram Kishore Dev Burman. The place exudes an old world charm. And me being me, well, I couldn't help but goof around.
1, 2, 3.
Welcome to the Northeast, welcome to Tripura Castle, welcome to Shillong.
Thank you so much. And I see a 1902 piano there.
Mhm.
So, tell me, how has this love for history, music, has it been because of the family you are in?
You never stop being a musician, never stop loving music. So, what I've done is rather than pursue it personally, I've helped people, and by that way, I've also lived a part of my dream through them. There are certain things which is done with passion. You cannot manufacture passion. I promoted these individuals largely because I thought that we should all unite and speak for our people and for the music that we do. The church came here in certain parts of the region very early, and that did influence the way we sang. But then there's a lot of folk music. There's no such thing as a northeastern music. There could be a Khasi music, there could be a Garo music, there could be a Tiprasa music. I think music brings more people together. Today, if a somersault song or a Borkung Rangkot or Papan sings folk, he's being appreciated in Bollywood, means that there is a certain amount of audience which are opening up.
Do you know, Shillong is called Scotland of the East, by the way? Though, in my enthusiasm to explore the city afoot, made me miss checking the day's forecast of a heavy downpour. So I figured a stopover wouldn't be such a bad idea after all. This seemed a perfectly inviting place to perch myself. This is Somersault's Jam Pad. For the uninitiated, the band gave Bollywood a taste of Khasi music with their song Ho Q in the film Rock On 2. They regularly fuse traditional Khasi music with reggae, progressive rock, gospel and blues, much to the listener's delight. Because at the heart of their music lies the collective desire to preserve the Khasi culture. What with their uniquely beautiful language and indigenous instruments.
It's a beautiful culture, but I think people have lost track of most of it. So before we lose it forever, for example, in those days, 25 years back, if you want to find a guitar player, it's not easy, and you have to travel a distance. But now, not only because of the availability of cell phones and technology, but I think the Duitara plays are just everywhere. So it's very, very encouraging to see those.
Sawa ladai ka pirtas nong bakin yos ngumajan marpa kadai ka dorbar nong hale kadai ka dorbar ba ladon manu bayap lese kadai ka kambasa pertas nong khasi kadai ka ne bashong shedam kaktin ni dei barra ni dei batur kum nong yalam
At this point, it is imperative to mention that this trip needed to happen. What glues everything together in people is their love for music. In Shillong, even more so. There are no false notes here, especially for those swimming against the tide. Meet Gwyneth Molong, the woman whose music represents a breaking of gender barriers and which has created quite a stir within the Khasi community.
The song basically in Khasi is called Sirngil. The literal translation of Sirngil means shadow. Sirngil jong ka jing e tin shen yang Khasi, right? So literally it means in the shadows of love you will find me. So in the shadows of love, whatever you're going through, that song relates to everyone.
Sirngil jong ka jing e Pin shem yang Kalanti wat la kajnga Ka eryong wat la kabe Kilom kiwa kibanganang yay kiw Umat panganang yay te It shay banay Cầm la panma Jing tingen hap deng jing ling a Sirngil jong ga jing i Pen shem yang Pen shem yang Pen sa shem yang